You know, before I had a kid, I used to hate the term free-to-play. But now that I'm having to buy diapers and formula, free-to-play just sounds so pleasant.
Are you listening?
Hey, welcome back to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, and for today's show, let's talk about Google Stadia. More specifically, free-to-play games running on Google Stadia. Now, Stadia, of course, is Google's free-to-play cloud gaming platform where anyone with a Gmail account can have access to a next-gen cloud-based console that can play games like Madden, FIFA, Resident Evil, or Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And while games like that do require you to actually purchase them, just like you would on a console for Xbox or PlayStation, Stadia is also home to multiple free-to-play games that can be claimed and accessed to anyone who has a free Stadia account. So I thought for today's show, let's spotlight those games. And the first game we need to talk about is 9 to 5, which is a competitive first-person shooter that puts players into teams of 3 as you compete against other players in various game modes. And probably the area where 9 to 5 shines the most is its customizability, with the game allowing players to customize their guns to create unique playstyles and abilities specific to each player. Up next, we have Super Animal Royale, which is a very adorable 64-player top-down battle royale game which puts cute animals into a survival of the fittest style gameplay. Super Animal Royale allows players to play solo or team up in squads of up to 4 players, and probably my favorite part about this game is how easy it is to get into a new match. I'm not really good at the game, however, unlike other battle royale games that I've played in the past, when you die in Super Animal Royale, you're put in a brand new match very quickly. Pubg Battlegrounds is another battle royale game, but it's a little more intense than Super Animal Royale. Featuring multiple maps, each with their own loot and landscape, Pubg Battlegrounds drops 100 players into the battlefield where you must loot, fight, and survive, offering multiple play styles and hours of replayability. Super Bomberman R Online is an online competitive multiplayer game which pits 64 players against each other in the ultimate Bomberman game mode. Players have to drop bombs, collect power-ups, and fight their way to the top to become the last Bomberman standing. Up next, let's talk about Hitman, the free starter pack, which allows players to try out the Hitman World of Assassination trilogy. Players will have access to the ICA facility, along with free access to other locations that cycle in and out of the starter pack. On top of that, Hitman is also home to a Stadia exclusive feature, State Share, which allows players to capture an exact moment in a game and send it to their friends so that they can jump into that exact same moment just by clicking a link. Destiny 2, which might be one of my favorite first-person shooter games, and it allows players to battle against various alien species as a super-powered guardian whose powers come from a giant floating globe called the Traveler. Destiny 2 is a fantastic game that I couldn't recommend any more than I do, and it is definitely worth checking out. And the final game that we need to talk about is Crata, which is one of my favorite games on Stadia, and maybe the most unique game on this list. Crata is a game creation metaverse where the only limitation is the player's imagination. Players can either create games or play games created by other players, and personally, I have created multiple games in Crata, like the Floor is Lava and Contact, and I legit have the brain of a monkey, so if I can make a game, you can too. But those are the games that are free to play on Stadia. What do you all think? Have you tried out any of these games? Are there other free to play games that you would like to see added to Stadia? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.